Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So I'm finally back with a larger piece canvas, and I must admit I actually really miss painting on the surface of a canvas. It's so much different, like compared to paper. I think the acrylic paint just glides and it's so much easier to blend on the canvas. So this piece is going to be a contemporary floral piece. I kind of like how it turned out, and what I do is first I sketch the background. I'm just kind of like drawing a lot of random squares, and in some of the squares I add a little bit of leaves, and then I draw some flowers over it and a few checkered sort of like patterns in a few of the squares, and I'm hoping it will turn out nice. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to paint the branches, and I'm using purple pale mixed with raw sienna, a little bit of portrait tone, and for the highlights I use ivory white. So the final image in my mind, it looks a bit intimidating, like I don't know where to start. But since I've kind of drawn everything out, I'm just gonna go like parts by part. So the easiest was the branch, and then now I'm gonna paint the lotus leaves. So this one, I've kind of like fit it inside the box. So the colors that I'm using are Prussian blue mixed with mighty green, and then towards the top I mixed it with a little bit of titanium white, so you get a teal sort of color. And then in between there's all these other shades. I add a bit of purple. I use purple pale mixed with dioxazine violet, and then towards the end there I want to brighten it up a little bit with viridian green and lemon yellow. So this whole painting is quite colorful, and I think one of my challenges was to find and mix all the colors to be harmonious. And this is like a two-piece diptych painting. So what I want to do is to kind of mirror the colors. So for that leaf, I'm also drawing another leaf here, and I'm going to paint it in the same color, so which is the in between I'm going to paint it in purple, and then the main stems I'm going to paint it in Prussian blue mixed with mighty green, and then towards the end I'm going to brighten it up with yellow and green. And then here there's another lotus leaf, and it's going to be almost the same colors, but instead of purple I'm going to be using blue. So I'm going to mix cobalt blue mixed with Prussian blue, and then towards the top it's going to be the same. I'm going to mix viridian green mixed with lemon yellow to brighten it up. So as you can see, each of these lotus leaves, I've drawn them boxed into each of the squares that I've drawn in the background. And then for this one, I'm also going to match it with the blue lotus leaf that we paint on the left side of the canvas. So they are exactly the same colors, just different directions and different sizes. Now that we're done with this, we're going to paint the lotus flowers and add a splash of pink. So the colors I'm using are portrait tone, pale pink, rose red, and titanium white. So because the color is a little bit translucent, I'm going to paint the first layer, and then I'm going to let the paint dry, and then I'm going to paint the second layer, and this time I'm going to add a little bit more shading and details to the petals. So I probably should have primed the canvas first in a different color, but I kind of really miss the feeling of that paintbrush on the surface of like an untouched canvas, because it's been so long since I painted on a canvas. So it's just left at white, so which means sometimes I need to add a little bit more colors and layers to really make the colors shine. So to balance this whole painting, I've also drawn another lotus flower on the right side of the canvas, and we're going to paint it in the same way. Colors are the same, portrait tone mixed with pale pink, rose red, and titanium white. So first layer is just to color it with the paint, and then the second layer is to slowly add in the shading and the details. So also another note when kind of like planning or drawing this out, it doesn't, like the left and the right side doesn't have to be identical, it's just the colors to match. But as you can see, like the flowers look different, It's the same lotus flower, but the flowers are different. One is a little bit more bloomed and one is just like a budding lotus, and also the angles of the leaves are all different. So anyway, in the middle there's going to be more lotus flowers, and because this one is kind of like in the middle of the canvas split into two, I'm just going to paint them in the same color. So I'm going to use Prussian blue mixed with Mighty's green for the dark lines, and then I'm going to use turquoise and slowly blend it out into lemon yellow, and this will really brighten the leaves, and also it's going to look different from the other lotus leaves that we've painted. And once that is done, we're going to add more leaves. So these batch of leaves are attached to the branches that we've painted earlier. And by now I was actually running out of colors to paint the leaves to make them different, but also like matching with the colors that we've used so far. So I've decided to just paint them in blue and purple, and then I'm going to attach them to the branch earlier by connecting them with smaller branches. So now that we've covered most of the main items, which are the leaves, the branches and the flowers, we're going to paint the background. And I've decided to use this chessboard or checkered sort of background. I felt that white and black will be a little bit too jarring, so I've decided to use this pattern. I'm not sure if you'll recognize this, but it's from a brand. These checks are quite iconic. It's not my favorite brand, but I think you'll recognize it. So on this patch I use dark brown and light brown, and then these two others I use gray and ivory white. This part is a little bit repetitive and it's pretty easy to paint, so I've just kind of like fast forwarded it, and then you see that I paint the second layer to touch it up to make sure the squares are all neat and tidy. Next I'm going to paint the stems for all the flowers and the lily pads. So I want this to be a bit more bright, so I'm using Naples yellow mixed with emerald green. And I just shade it a little bit to give it a little bit more contrast. So I add more Naples yellow to one side and I darken the other side with more emerald green. So right now, after this step, is just to fill in all the other squares in the background. And I'm using a few colors. So here I use Naples yellow for these two small squares. And then I cover more space in the background. But I think the hardest part here was to find a color that matches the painting but is also different from the colors that I've used earlier. So what I do is I mix the colors that I've used already, which is like purple, and then I mix it with purple red, so you have a similar color but it's also different from the shades that we've used earlier. So again, I match it with the colors on the left and on the right. And for the other boxes, I use turquoise and also purple red. So for this part in the middle, same thing, I've also drawn a square to separate them. But colors that I'm using are purple, but I mix it with a different shade of purple so you can allow the leaves, the purple leaves, to shine through even though it's similar color. And then at the bottom here, I just mix blue with a different shade of blue so it doesn't clash with that dash of blue on the lily pads towards the right. These parts were quite simple because you don't need to blend. All you need to do is just to paint it one solid color in the background and fill in all the blanks. Okay, so the final step here, like I said, you've probably seen this logo before. It's not my favorite brand, but it's iconic and I wanted something that's modern to get that more contemporary kind of feel. So then I add a little bit of motifs on the chessboards, but I don't want to cover the whole thing in case it will drown it out. So I'm just kind of like putting a few here and there, but not too many to avoid overcrowding it. So I also add a few motifs on the grey and ivory white chessboards. And drawing this was actually a lot harder than it looks. It's very simple, but because it's so small, I had to use a size 000 brush to really try to get the shape right. So I thought this piece was finished, but I just felt like it needed a splash of gold. So I added a little bit of gold to really bring out the smaller leaves out because they were kind of like drowning in the colors and in the background. and then I just add a little bit of gold to kind of separate each space between the colors, and I kind of like how it looked like, sort of like bring out the colors and each spaces, because some of the colors were really similar. And once this is done, it's finished. Anyway, I hope you guys like this painting. I actually really like this, and it was surprisingly quite fun to paint because everything was drawn beforehand, so I think that made it a lot easier, but it's just a bit of planning to find the colors. But I really like how this turned out, and I think I'm kind of like finding my inspiration to paint again. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Goodbye.